Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Inside the West Coast Conference. I'm Ray Crawford, and this week we take a close look at Gonzaga's men's basketball team. But before we talk Bulldogs hoops, there were others making news in the league this week. And let's start on the pitch, where Pepperdine advanced to the NCAA women's soccer tournament with a thrilling 4-2 win over USC in a shootout. A win Friday over their next opponent, Illinois State, will put them back in the Sweet 16 for the third time in school history and first since 2005. Before we discuss the guys, we have to tell you about the season opener for the Gonzaga women, who beat 22nd-ranked Dayton in the coaching debut for Lisa Fortier. The Bulldogs hit 12 three-pointers in picking up their first win of the season in front of a sellout crowd in Spokane. All right, now let's talk about the guys, and here to help us, the voice of the Bulldogs and our Gonzaga insider, Tom Hudson. Tom, the Zags have 9 guys averaging double figures in minutes here as the season starts. Who are we going to see coming off the bench first?
All right, when you look in the backcourt, it's great. You've got Josh Perkins, a top 100 recruit, the freshman coming out of Denver, who played at Huntington Prep last year. And he played 27 minutes in the opener and then another 17 minutes against SMU on Monday night. And then Kyle Drain-Guinness has kind of been lost in the shuffle. And he's a redshirt junior, 4 years in the program. The coaches absolutely love him. The ball really moves well when he's in there. He does a lot of little things that people don't notice. So those are the first 2 guys on the perimeter that you're going to see off the bench. You know, on the front line, it's the freshman. He's been phenomenal. Domantas Sabonis, the son of Arvidas, has just been fantastic for GU. He's led the Bulldogs in rebounding in both games. He had 13 and 9 against SMU on Monday night in what was really a blowout win. Sabonis, the Bulldog coaching staff knew he was going to be good. He's been really good. You know, in our scrimmage, he moved Shemek Karnowski around, no problem. This is 230 pounds against 295 pounds. He's a strong young kid, and he has been very good for the Bulldogs early.
Tom, let's throw a couple of other names at you here. Byron Wesley and Kyle Wiltjer. How are those guys fitting in?
You know, Byron's been great. The coaches have raved about him. There was some concern he's going to be selfish, he's going to be this after he led USC in scoring. But he's been really good. Against Sacramento State on Friday night, he scored a lot in the first half. In the second half, you know, he really rebounded the ball well. He's our second leading rebounder. Against SMU, he didn't shoot it well. He was 2 out of 7 from the field, but still did some really nice things. Again, rebounding, playing on the defensive end, some good hustle plays from him, and the coaches are really pleased with what they're getting out of him right now. And then Kyle Wiltjer, he's been good. You know, he's been on campus so long, Coach Few keeps saying, I don't even really count him as a newcomer because it feels like he's been here forever. The coaches knew he could score the basketball. There's no question about Kyle's ability to put the ball in the basket. I think what they want him to do is to be really good on the defensive end. They want him to be able to rebound and get better at the things that he's not so good at. They're not worried about his offense. And I think they saw 2 really good things against SMU in the win on Monday night. You know, when Sabonis and Karnowski picked up 2 fouls in the first half, Wiltjer was able to hold his own in the paint, which was really good. He also didn't shoot it particularly well. He was 4 out of 10, but rebounded it very well. Those are 2 very positive signs if you're a Bulldog fan, to see Wiltjer doing some of those other things that the coaches wanted to see out of him.
Tom, as you well know, Gonzaga has won a total of 13 WCC titles over the years, so there have been a lot of good teams down through these past several seasons, plenty of big-name talent. But could this be the best team ever under Mark Few?
That's a question that Coach keeps dodging, because he says, yeah, we're probably the deepest team we've ever been, but we've had some pretty talented groups. You know, Ray, I think it's going to depend with this group if they continue to do the things that they're doing right now. You look at the win over SMU, they had 20 assists on 27 made baskets. They really moved the basketball. It's been very unselfish. It has been very impressive to this point when you've got 5, 6, maybe even 7 guys in the roster who could go out on any night and get 25 or 30 points. It's been great the way they've shared the basketball. And also on the defensive end, the coaches are really harping. Let's play good defense. Everybody knows we can score. Everybody knows we have the firepower. Let's be a good defensive team as well, and that'll make us really special. And I tell you, against SMU, you know, 2 of the first guys you saw on the floor were Gary Bell Jr. and Kevin Pangos when there was a loose ball. And if your 2 senior leaders, guys who have been 4-year starters, are hustling as much, if not more, than anybody else on your roster, you've got a chance to be really special. And I think down the road, maybe the best team that we've ever seen. Coach Few still is trying to pull in the reins a little bit because he likes some of his groups from years past, but this group's got a chance to be right there.
And should be a fun team to call this year. Tom, as always, appreciate the insight. We'll talk to you down the road.
Sounds great, Ray.
And thank you for watching. I'm Ray Crawford. We'll see you again next week when we go inside the West Coast Conference.